guys. Here's my buddy Restore. Restore, I can't see you. See that painting in the back? A very wonderful friend of mine painted that for me. Love her to death. This is Restore. Taking up mommy's bed. Please don't judge. The house is for the babies more so than me, because I love them. They're my companions. They're my heart. And I don't know what I'd do without them. Restore, for those who don't know the story, was left in the parking lot when I was still working at Habitat for Humanity at the Habitat Restore. He was left in the parking lot in a box with a sibling, just a puppy. It was 11 years ago, believe it or not. I find that hard to believe myself, but isn't he beautiful? He it's just a puppy, and fellow staff members found him and his sibling and brought him into the store. And my boss came and ran across me, and he's like, "Do you want a puppy?" Knowing that I still had a house full of animals. I've had rescue animals since the day I moved out on my own the first time, and then went to college, and then moved here 25 plus years ago. I've always tried to have a pet and rescue animal, and didn't think I was in a place to be able to take on more babies. Speaking of, I'm going to switch the view. There's Velvet. Let you guys know he's doing okay. But Restore, my baby Restore, when I saw him, I couldn't refuse. He was just a big ball of white. He was solid white as white could be. You could lose him in the snow. That's how white he was. And as he got older, you could see he's part white shepherd, part golden, is what we determined. And you can see more of the golden color that's come out on him as he's gotten older. Like I said, he is 11, but I decided I was going to take him, and his sibling went to another staff member. And so once I picked him out, I went to the staff and I said, "All right, guys, I'm going to take this puppy. Y'all have to help me name it." And of course it was unanimous. Restore. And he kind of sort of became the mascot for a while to our Restore in Greensboro. And here we are 11 years down the road. Still doing good. I fuss at him, "Stop licking." I fuss at him for licking. And I try to keep him treated. It's a nervous thing. He's always kind of sort of been a nervous dog. So he licks. We'll put some stuff on that in a little bit. And as you know, Velvet came to me from the Last Resort Farm Animal Rescue. He showed up in the driveway as just a little baby kitty. Just a baby. And I got a phone call that said, "We have a cat, a little kitten. Would you take it into your house?" Because other than a stray cat that comes across the farm occasionally, we don't really keep cats at the farm. You know, we have pigs and goats, a couple of donkeys, and 5 dogs that live with Mary and Joe, and 2 dogs that live with our renters, plus they also do the reptile part of the rescue. You can check that out on Last Resort Farm Animal Facebook page. But so I got Velvet, and I found out as he's gotten bigger that he's kind of, besides just being a beautiful kitty, he's kind of unique. And you really can't tell it, and I don't think you'll ever be able to really tell it on video. But when you look at him in the right light, he looks solid black this way. But when you look at him in the right light, you can see flecks of white all through his fur. It's subtle, but it's there. And when you catch him in the right light, you can see it. I've never had a cat like that before. Usually, when they've been more solid black, especially this shade and this sheen, when you look at them in certain light, they actually look more brown, like it's a really, really dark brown. But he's got that black, and he's got little white flakes all through his fur, which I think is really neat. And I think he's getting to be just about a year old now. He's done great. He has been neutered. And his other quirk is that he loves to drink out of the faucet when mommy's brushing her teeth or when mommy's trying to wash dishes. And I just think it's the cutest thing. Some people would be appalled by that, but he's not the first cat that I've had that's done that. But he really, really loves it to the point that if I'm walking in the room and I haven't got there to turn the faucet on yet, he goes and licks the faucet to try to get water out of it or let me know that he's ready for a drink of water. So how can I refuse? He's a pretty boy, and he also loves to sleep with us at night, or he'll sleep over on the container there. That's why I've got it set up for him. So that's Velvet. And I'll add to this video a little bit later on. I'll tell you more about my two other cats and give you more of their story. And hope y'all enjoy. So guys, this is Ninja. Ninja is my in the middle cat as far as when I got them and their ages. Ninja's a little rescue from the neighborhood. He was born to one of our feral cats that live in their development here. One of our neighbors feeds and takes care of those cats, but Ninja came to me on an early Sunday morning. My neighbor had gone out. She was leaving to go to church to help set up for an event or something they were doing, and found this little guy. He's not so little now, but he was itty bitty when she brought him to me. She come knocking on my door, and of course I couldn't refuse. I took him in and named him Ninja because he hides a lot and he's very stealthy. Yeah, maybe not so much anymore. He's my biggest of my three cats that I have right now. But very active. He's enjoyed having Velvet in the house. And they play a lot together, which I haven't been used to because I haven't had two young enough to want to play together like that. But Ninja's about 5 years old, 5 or 6 years old, and I've loved every minute of having him and spending time with him, and he gets along great with all my other babies, and like I said, I really enjoy watching him and Velvet play. It's amazing how you get a younger animal in and they'll inspire the older animals to actually want to get up and be spunky. But so this is my boy, and wouldn't trade him for anything in the world. He's a good boy. Hey guys, so this is George. He's the oldest of my 3 cats. George is my special needs kitty, so to speak. When we found him, he was laying off to the side in the parking lot at Habitat where I was working at the Restore, and one of the drivers saw him when they were on their way out to do some pickups, and came and got me here and said, you need to come out here. So as soon as I saw him, I knew I couldn't just leave him, so I scooped him up, took him to my vet, dropped him off, and they gave him a good once over and said that he's gonna be okay. But what's special about George is he was born without eyes. It is a rare birth defect in mammals, but it hasn't slowed him down any, because he gets around the house great, always has. Of course, he was just a tiny baby when I got him, but he's been with me for at least 9 years, maybe 10. He's not quite as old as Restore. Restore's 11. But he's been a great kitty. He gets around just as good, if not better, than most of my other kitties. I've seen this cat catch flies and moths and other things. And no matter how much Mommy switches up the house or does this, that, or the other, he still always manages to find his way around without running into stuff, and he's just a miraculous little boy. And if you're wondering what's going on, Hershey thinks she's a cat. She loves to chase the little red dot, so to speak, or in this case, just a white dot formed by my camera from the sun. My phone's here just reflecting off of the surfaces. And to finish up her story, I got her from a couple who had rescued her from the Forsyth County Animal Shelter. She was already about a year old when I got her from the family. It's a young couple with a son, and they love to do a lot of outdoor activities, hiking, stuff like that. But Hershey just wasn't into what they were wanting to do, so they wanted to rehome her. And at the time, I was looking for a companion for Restore, because my other dog that I had at the time, I knew he wouldn't be with us too much longer. And so I was able to get Hershey from them. And she's now, 8, 9 years old. She's been a good addition to the family. She gets along well with the cats and other babies. And I'm happy to have her. She loves to ride. She loves to play. She keeps me active. And she's been a good companion, comfort to Restore, so that he's not alone. Yeah, I know he's not alone with the cats here, but it's not the same as having another dog. So they've been good at keeping each other company when Mommy's not here. So that completes the family circle. And I hope you've enjoyed this look at the Huffman household here in Summerfield. And love you guys. God bless all of y'all. And we'll talk to you soon. Him up. He's been a wonderful kitty. If you want to know what's going on, Hershey is after